Hi everybody,
Welcome to
Min and Jean.
TV.
Interpreter. Good.
Okay,
You're
so
getting
Jean,
closer.
구독해 주세요. 많이 부탁드려요. So today I brought another video clip of
Great.
director Bong and his interpreter.
Good. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah, let's
do it.
watch it and we'll talk later.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by his translator Sharon Choi, please welcome the writer, producer, and director Bong Joon-ho.
Wow,
They gave him a standing ovation just to walk in the room.
right, standing ovation.
We're very excited to have you, and I think just to begin with, I want to talk about your upbringing, your background. Where in South Korea were you born, and what did your parents do for a living?
He was asking where the director was born and what his parents did for a living.
Oh yeah,
What their jobs were.
Okay.
그 뭐 대구라고 그 한국이 작은 나라인데 그것도 남쪽에 있는 도시예요. 거기서 자라다가 이제 서울로 올라왔죠. 예.
So I was born in a city of Daegu. Korea is a small peninsula and it's on the southern part of Korea. And so I spent my childhood there and moved to Seoul.
It sounds like born and raised in Daegu.
And then moved
And
to
then, exactly, as an adult, moved to Seoul.
yeah. Do you know the city Daegu?
I have been only to the train station.
Aha, yeah. It's a little bit bigger than Daejeon where we live.
I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very interesting.
Okay.
Let's watch more.
So, for obvious reasons, I've got to ask you, was your family upper class, lower class, middle class? Where would you say you guys fit in?
So the interviewer is asking about the director's the social class of his family when he was growing up, because his movie is focused on social class, and so he's asking if he grew up lower class, middle class, or upper class.
Right. So
A little bit about how he grew up, what
yeah,
social
like
class.
family background or
Exactly.
something.
He's asking because he's an interviewer,
Mm-hmm.
and it's relevant because of the movie.
Yeah.
You would never ask
Mhm.
a stranger that you met
Yeah.
what
So
class. they were
last
from.
time
Yeah.
we said that this movie was about the social class,
Yes.
how can I say?
Social economic class.
Yeah, social economic class.
Mhm.
So that's why the interviewer is asking about the class.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wonder what his answer is.
중간 정도 좀 아버지가 이제 그 대학에서 디자인을 가르치셨고, 예. 뭐 이 기생충 뭐 영화 같은 게 보면 이제 그 부잣집과 가난한 동네 딱 그 중간쯤인 것 같아요. 예.
So you could say I grew up in a middle class family. My father, he's a graphic design professor at a university. And if you look at Parasite, you have the rich neighborhood and the poor neighborhood. You could say I grew up right in the middle.
His dad was a graphic design professor.
Wow, professor. But he said it was
Middle class.
I don't really agree.
Maybe upper middle class.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
kind of, trying to be modest.
Maybe.
Mhm,
Sure.
Maybe. Yeah, because in
Is-
Korea, being a professor
Mm.
means.
Like an upper social class.
Yeah, yeah.
Because professors are really respected.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
구독해 주세요. 많이 부탁드려요.
It kind of gives you a good perspective on both ways of life and all of that, I would think. But I guess like everyone of your generation, you grew up in a country with American presence throughout your country and some, constant tension around the border of your country. And I guess I just wonder, how do you think those things may have shaped the person that you became?
His question is quite tricky for me.
Okay. He is asking the director if having the American military and having the tension between North Korea and South Korea happening when he was a child had any effect on him as a director or maybe as a person.
Oh, yeah. Good question.
Yeah.
But tricky.
And a little tricky. He doesn't ask very directly.
All right. Yeah, I can see he was wondering the question.
little bit,
Yeah, a
yeah.
little bit. Yeah, sure, because it's kind of, sad history of Korea. So
Right.
he was trying to be very careful about it.
Plus, I
guess.
also think, this is Santa Barbara, so it's an American international film
Oh,
festival.
right.
So he's trying to make a connection between the American
Uh-huh.
presence in Korea and the movie. Yeah.
I can see that. Okay, let's listen.
뭐 이제 한국의 정치적 역사적인 맥락을 짚어주셨는데 뭐 애들이야 그런 거 아나요? 그냥 뛰어놀고. 예, 저는 특히 뛰어노는 것보다 어릴 때부터 맨날 집에서 영화 봤어요. TV로. 예, 별로 밖에 나가서 놀지 않고 TV를 워낙 많이 봐가지고. 예.
So you just provided some historical and political context of Korea, but honestly, as children, no one really cares when you're little. Kids just like to roam around. But for me in particular, I really love to watch TV and films playing on TV. I rarely went outside.
So,
That's such a clever answer,
yeah.
right? He's basically saying, I was a kid, I didn't care.
And maybe
Or
honest
didn't notice.
answer. Yeah. She mentioned about roamed around.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a good expression, like
It's a great expression.
Yeah, roamed around, like.
Yeah, I mean, I think especially if you live in a city, you often, I think he and I are the director and I are a similar generation.
Right.
We had a lot of freedom as kids.
Just roam
I
around.
lived in the country,
Yeah.
but we went to this neighbor's house and that neighbor's house and up the street and
Yeah.
down the, yeah.
I was the same. Yeah.
Okay.
저희 가족들이 이렇게 스포츠나 레저나 여행을 안 해요. 모든 가족들이 다 집에서 계속 TV만 봐요. 예. 그래서 저도 TV 영화를 많이 보면서 TV를 어떻게 시네마테크 삼아서 자랐어요.
So my entire family doesn't like to do sports or travel. Everyone just likes to watch films on TV. So my television was my own personal cinematheque.
So, cinematheque.
Cinematheque, I believe, comes from the French word for a cinema, for the place.
Oh, okay. He said he just watched TV at home.
Yeah, watched films on TV.
Ah, yeah.
But he said his whole family was like that. So he had a whole
Indoor.
family of film lovers.
Oh,
Indoor
yeah,
people,
yeah.
film lovers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's actually very relevant though, because it sounds like a lot of the TV that you were watching was the American Armed Forces Network, which was showing classic and maybe recent American films in English. So was that how you first got exposed to kind of great cinema, or were you also going to theaters and doing stuff like that?
He's trying to show some details about why he's asking that question. He could just say,
Did
you
you
know,
go
what
to the movie
effect
theater?
did American movies have
Uh-huh.
on you as a person and a director? That's the point. That's the question. But he's kind of giving some information. Yeah. He's kind of telling
For
a
me,
little bit of a
hard
story.
to get it. But
Yeah.
the director Bong, he's very good at listening to
Sure.
questions. Actually, better than me. Because I can't get what's the point, man?
Well, sometimes interviewers, they build questions more than they ask questions.
Right.
Sometimes, yeah.
So, which is hard for me, but Bong is doing well.
Sure, yes.
Let's watch more.
저희 어머니가 좀 결벽증까지는 아닌데 청결한 걸 좋아하시는 분이라 저를 극장에 못 가게 했어요. 극장은 1년 내내 햇빛이 안 들고 세균이 득실거린다라는 거를 저한테 주입시키면서 그러니까 극장보다 TV에서 많이 봤죠, 영화를. 예.
So my mother was a little bit compulsive, a germaphobe. She really liked to maintain personal hygiene. So because in the movie theater you don't have a lot of sunlight, she insisted that it was filled with germs. So I was only able to watch films on TV.
His mother was so
Compulsive.
compulsive.
If you do something compulsively, it means you can't resist doing it, right? Some people sort of compulsively maybe do this. It means they cannot stop. Just she couldn't
Stop it.
avoid thinking about, oh, that's so
Hygiene.
dirty.
Yeah, right. So she was so cared about the personal hygiene.
Yes, hygiene,
Hygiene.
non-countable.
Yeah. Okay. So using these kind of things.
Exactly.
Always like.
Sure,
me.
washing your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. I don't know. Is it good if you share it? I don't know. I think being careful or being aware of hygiene is really important.
Yeah.
Becoming even more important these days.
Yeah. You know, did you hear about the
I
coronavirus?
have heard a little bit about the coronavirus.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cases now, right?
Yeah.
8,000
Yeah.
cases, I think I read this morning.
Yeah. So wearing these kind of masks,
Sure. Can be helpful.
also
Hand sanitizer is helpful.
hand sanitizers.
Mm.
You know, washing
Hot water,
our hands.
soap.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
often. It's really important nowadays.
And I read an article that made me think we touch our faces quite a lot.
Right.
And I think it's a good idea to be aware of that and don't do it if you can. Sometimes I realize I'm doing it and I'm not thinking about it.
Okay. Just delivering Bong Joon-ho's mother's, you know,
Wisdom.
Her point is
Mm,
the theater is kind of place no sunlight
sure.
and air circulations.
Not
there.
much. Mhm.
Yeah. So nowadays we need to be cautious
Sure.
about those things.
And I think those business owners are probably more aware. Maybe they're cleaning more carefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
They don't want to lose
Please.
business.
Yeah. Yeah. So don't forget to wear the mask when you go to the places where many people are
Sure.
going around. Also, whenever you come back from the place or outside, please use this kind of
Yeah.
sanitizers.
Keep your hands clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about the coronavirus
Sure.
next time.
Yeah.
Okay. See you next time.
See you next time.
Stay healthy.
Please.
Please. 민현준 TV.
TV 구독
눌러
주세요.
지금요.
지금 바로 눌러주십시오.